This video contains spoilers. Each season of anime comes with tons of different shows covering lots of different ideas. Some good, some bad, and some really interesting ones. But there was this one show that stood out to me, and it was Dandadan. And my dumb ass thought, why not make a review? So here it goes.
I didn't know what I was looking for till I found her.
But before I actually get into the show, I just want to give you guys a little backstory as to how I actually got to know about Dandadan. Because why not? So, on a random Saturday afternoon, I came back from my high school. And teenagers being teenagers, you guys know that most of them like to just rot in their beds because they don't have anything better to do. And I was no exception. So, as I was having my rotting session, I came across a video of Gant in which he basically lists all the animes he'll be watching in the next season. And in that video, there was Dandadan too. And for this show in particular, he actually wanted people to watch the show. So I thought, why not give it a try? Not like I had anything better to do. And then I watched the first episode. And it went a little something like this. Whoa, already? God damn it! Okay, now that things have calmed down, let's try to understand what this show is about. Yeah, that makes more sense. Right? Damn.
何読んでんのそれ。
今からセックスします。
クソみたいな男と付き合っちゃったけど。
おっぱい吸わせてやるからよ。口もっとしゃぶらせろ。
Why is this show so weird? And why does everything in the episode somehow leads to her getting naked? Like what?
高倉健。
And just like that, I watched all the episodes the same day it aired. But then I realized I don't know what this show is even about. Is it about the romance? Or the wacky things? Or both? I don't know. But I want more. I'm pretty much convinced that the author of Dandadan didn't know what to do. So bro probably said, F it, let's just make everything good. So we got amazing fight scenes, awesome relationships, gut-wrenching backstories, and hentai for the people who like it. Absolute cinema. But behind all the chaos, there's something more. It's not just always about ghosts, aliens, or power-ups. It's a story that feels alive. You might think on the surface that Dandadan is really just a wacky show, which is true. But sometimes it can get pretty emotional and make you think about things which you didn't really thought this show could give. And one of those things is about yokais. At first, the yokais in Dandadan seem like nothing more than spirits who were also after Okarun's balls. But it's when their backstory starts playing and your perspective shifts. You start to see that they were also once humans. But these humans lacked one thing in their lives: belongingness. Some were abandoned, left to die alone. Others lost the only people they could call family. The deep emptiness, that ache for connection, is what turned them into yokais. And even as yokais, they still searched for the same thing. That is, to be accepted, to have someone they can call family. They also developed some really weird fetishes, but yeah, let's not get into that. I guess that's Dandadan to you. At one moment you're laughing and all of a sudden stuff like this is thrown at you. Again, since it's Dandadan, it can also throw some good things, such as the romance part of it. In most romance animes I've watched, it's always just one person who falls for another person because they were kind to them or gave a shit about them. But in Dandadan, it somewhat feels original and kinda realistic, if that makes sense. Like there was none of that, oh my god, she looked at me, I guess I'm in love plot, but more like two individuals figuring out their lives. Them being together feels like a place where they don't feel judged, a place that feels comfortable to them, a place where they can be themselves, where they don't need to hide something they liked or believed in. Throughout the series, you can see Okarun appreciating that Momo cared about him. Thus, he also tried to be there for Momo whenever needed. The romance between them doesn't feel forced. It feels like it's the best for both of them to get together because they truly help in covering each other's worst sides. And I think Momo's character is also really well written. She is everything Okarun isn't. Loud, confident, unfiltered. But instead of clashing all the time, they balance each other out. Whenever he overthinks, she acts, and whenever she doubts herself, he reassures her. Another thing I've noticed is she does not care what people would think about her. For example, if she sees someone needs help, she's bold enough to go and help them and not be cocky about it. Even when she realizes she has hurt someone's feelings, she's also the first to apologize without a second thought and never feel ashamed for it. I think her being honest to herself and not caring about others' opinions is what makes her more likable than any other female characters of the show. Other than a granny, obviously. I would smash. Speaking of Momo, let's not pretend Okarun is any worse. Yeah, Okarun can be shy, timid, and awkward at times, but I would be lying if I didn't say a part of me wanted to be like him. Because he's kind, empathetic, someone who always puts others above anything else, someone who appreciates others for making an effort to talk to him, someone who genuinely cares about the people around him. Like, bro literally got a job, earned money just to pay Granny Seiko as compensation for the trouble he caused, for the damages he's caused. And not only that, bro also fought flippin' Mozart and Ludwig and many other musicians just to help Gigi and the Evil Eye. To be honest, I was a bit skeptical at first because when they announced season 2 right after the massive success of season 1, I thought it might not hit the same. But boy was I wrong. We got a messy yokai, a shy girl who likes Okarun, flippin' Steve from Minecraft, Godzilla from Alibaba, and the most important one, a cute female alien. I guess this much of glazing is enough for me to say that Dandadan is a good show, and I think it's a solid A tier for me. So if you're planning to watch it, just go for it. And I guess that brings us to the end of our video. But before we go, if I had to summarize Dandadan, it would be something like this. If there's a part of you which is nerdy, or someone who likes things which people of your age should not be liking, then don't hide it. Because who knows, someday you might find someone who likes you for the real you. That doesn't mean you become the next Dr. Disrespect, bro.